Good evening, everybody, and welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium, where tonight play rolls on in the USL Championship as Detroit City FC plays host to Hartford Athletic. Alongside my broadcast partner, John Krieger, my name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us wherever you may be watching around the world. And John, we have flipped the calendar to July. The playoff push starts today.
Second half of the season. First half sets up the second half, and the first half very good for Detroit City FC. You're fourth in the league. Now you got to get points against the teams you need to beat. One of those is tonight in Hartford.
Hartford Athletic, as we check out those Eastern Conference standings down there in 10th place, it's their time to make a move. And speaking of making a move, Detroit City FC and their starting 11 has made a move. Brad Dunwell is back in the fold. This is flat out a professional player, John, and it's good to see Brad Dunwell back in the 11.
Well, he's finally got a run in after picking up a nasty injury against Atlanta United, too. Having him back in midfield really adds an extra dimension to the attack. He's great with the ball, great in service, something City needs for the playoff push.
Absolutely, and somebody that certainly will solidify that midfield and back line, no question about it. On the other side for Hartford Athletic, some coaching situations, a coaching change. Ray Reed taking center stage for Hartford Athletic. And of course, they roll out. They beat Colorado Springs Switchbacks by the score of 2-0. That was a huge win.
You know what? New manager bounce. You come in, you got someone else at the helm. They played really good, attacking, attractive football. They need to do that again tonight, try to climb out of the bottom half of the table.
Goals certainly will be at a premium here tonight in Keyworth. When we come back, we will get you the starting 11s. And of course, we will kick it. Detroit City FC, Hartford Athletic, coming up next.
Open. Here you go, buddy. Thank you.
You may kiss the bride.
Love you, Dad.
Oh my God, it's our baby girl.
Football is a big deal in this house. So when Maurice was injured, we immediately thought the worst. To see my baby lose his joy hurt.
The DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, is here to help athletes get back in the game.
They're like family. It was a long road, but we made it back.
DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, a community built on care.
DTE Energy customers can get their share of huge lifetime energy cost savings. How? By using our website. The Oslin's new programmable thermostat saved them a bundle, and their new efficient furnace earned them a hefty rebate. All over Michigan, people like the Oslins are saving. Why not you? There are always new ways to save at dteenergy.com/saveenergy. DTE Energy.
Hello, I'm Tillman Fertitta, owner of the Golden Nugget Casinos, and I've got some big news. Drum roll, please. The Golden Nugget online casino is live in Michigan. Place a bet on your favorite teams through our new sports book or play your favorite slot and table games, all from the convenience of your phone at goldennuggetcasino.com.
Sign up now and we'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. Visit goldennuggetcasino.com.
Detroit City FC is presented by DoubleTree Suites by Hilton in downtown Detroit is proud to be the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. The Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Chevy drives the Motor City. Ally, the official financial services partner of DCFC. And Strategic Staffing Solutions. At historic Keyworth Stadium, let's check out the starting 11 for DCFC presented by Detroit Medical Center. DMC, proud to be the official healthcare partner for Detroit City FC. And John, we talked about Brad Dunwell and his return to the 11. It will have an impact here tonight.
It will indeed, because it allows Detroit City to go ahead and go with a 3-4-3 tonight with Connor Rutz further upfield, Dunwell in midfield, anchoring things. A really good look for what this team can do.
And on the other side for Hartford Athletic, and their 11 presented by DoubleTree Suites by Hilton in downtown Detroit. Proud to be the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. And John, we talked about it in the open. That match against Colorado Springs really sticks out to me, that 2-0 win. It was a huge 3 points. They could be building some momentum.
Led by number 77 in the middle of your screen there. That's Andre Lewis. He's a member of the USL Championship Team of the Week. Got a goal against his old club in Colorado Springs. A good goal for him and a good win for Hartford.
Absolutely. So we are just about ready to go. There's a look at Ray Reed, the interim head coach for Hartford Athletic. 25 seasons as the head coach of UConn at the NCAA level. Was a 4-time National Coach of the Year. Won the 2000 National Championship. A member of the Connecticut National Hall of Fame. Matt Thompson, the head referee, will hand the ball off, and we are just about ready to rock here in Keyworth. The whistle sounds. Obregon Jr. plays it away, and we are underway. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Happy to have you with us for USL Championship Soccer.
Good. Got a 3-4-3 against a 3-5-2 tonight for these two teams. Formationally, Neil, a lot of bodies in midfield. We see a lot of teams do that against DCFC here at Keyworth, try to clog things up and not allow City to play the ball out from the back, try to force them to go route one.
First 5 minutes presented by DMC, the official healthcare provider for Detroit City FC. Early cross here for City along the goal line. Throw-in coming up now for Hartford Athletic. 76 degrees at the opening kick. It is perfect out here tonight.
Anytime you can take the windows out of the press box, it's a good night at Keyworth.
No question.
And that is where we're at. Chamber of Commerce evening here in Hamtramck.
Ball played back to Nate Steinwasser. 5 clean sheets on the season for Nate, the latest one on Saturday night. I'm talking about weather. It was over 100 degrees at opening kick in Las Vegas. Nate Steinwasser and Detroit City FC, John, came through with a very big clean sheet, I think, in a very, very big win.
A gritty win. And listen, they're not used to playing in 100-degree heat, and yet they were the more attractive team. They were the more athletic team. They pressed relentlessly, and they didn't get leggy toward the end of the match. Kept things going, full steam ahead to the end of things, and Las Vegas Lights never got out the blocks. And Trevor James was thrilled with the way his side performed in those conditions to get 3 very important points.
Brewitt will swing it out to the right side for Hartford Athletic. Tom Brewitt, a native of Liverpool, spent 10 years in the Liverpool Academy. 29 matches played for Tacoma last year. Here comes City off the turnover. Pato on the right side. Pato the switch. Lejo will touch it. Ball swung into the 18. It was loose temporarily. Pato went down to the turf. Michael Bryant in the corner.
Pato's down again. He's grabbing the knee, Neil.
So the referee right now will tend to Pato, at least temporarily.
He got landed on. That'll do it. Nothing intentional about it.
Corner throw for City. Opano unable to control it just in terms of getting it across. So a goal kick coming up. And let's take a look at our Golden Edge presented by Golden Nugget Online Gaming. What does Detroit City have to do to strike gold in this match, John?
Well, they got to battle, they got to build. They got to go ahead and build on a great first half of the season. 29 points through 17 matches. You got to battle at home here against the team you need to beat. And they've been here before in front of their home faithful at Keyworth Stadium. Got to play like it. They continue to defend their home turf very, very well. On the other side for Hartford, frankly, They haven't been here before in an environment like this, and they know it's a tough place to come play. You got to survive that first half hour and really kind of grow into the match and not get beat quickly and allow City to put the match away.
These two sides met in Hartford back on April 23rd. Stephen Carroll got the game-winning goal in the 93rd minute. But John, that scoreline didn't tell the entire story. Detroit City FC had 24 shots in that match. They had long stretches where they took it to Hartford.
And they were aggressive from the outset in that match. Trevor James had really wanted to see his club have an aggressive start. They had kind of taken a while to get out of first gear early in the season. They did that in Hartford. They just couldn't convert chances. It was a deserved late winner.
Openo fakes the pass, moves into the 18. Openo the shot and swings it just wide of the right post. Beautiful ball sent up to Openo, and he nearly converted it.
Turned on the afterburner to create the shooting space. And the ball just curled on him a little bit.
How about this service from Weeman?
That's a beautiful ball from Weeman. It gets a little lucky bounce there to keep it in play, but once he takes control of it, absolutely owns the defender, walks into the area, and just overcooks a little bit. You'll watch his foot, watch it kind of drag a little bit there to go wide of the post.
Some good early opportunity for Detroit City. Next 5 minutes of this match are brought to you by Clear Audio. Just about 6 minutes into this one as that ball gets played back to Yannick Otel. Otel played his college soccer at UCF down in Orlando, was a 3-time American Athletic Conference Goalkeeper of the Year. And John, unique situation for him. He's on loan from New England Revolution 2. 83% save percentage, though, in his 3 matches he's played. That'll hunt everywhere. And here's an opportunity now. Sadie in! And Nate Steinwasser rises to the occasion yet again.
That's an all-world save by Steinwasser, and frankly, a great job by Sadie, who stayed on side in order to take the great service. But Steinwasser equal to the task. Tough to go down to make that save, but he got the job done. Sadie, though, showing early that he is adept at staying right on the shoulder of that last defender. Look for that to be something Hartford tries again.
Perpa in the middle with some space. Able to find Andre Lewis. 7th overall pick by Vancouver in the 2014 MLS Super Draft was Andre Lewis. Over 120 matches played at USL Championship, and also spent some time with the Jamaican national team. That's the definition, John, of a professional soccer player. He does this for a living.
Anytime you get minutes for your national team, it's something to put on your resume and be proud of, and he's put in a lot of good minutes.
Lewis has it again. Back heel drop off.
That's a nice ball from Lewis.
McGlynn stepped up to it. I'll tell you what, John, pretty impressive, though, by Hartford Athletic after conceding that early chance by Openo where they were stretched thin a little bit. They're answering.
Coming right back in. Look at that ball in for Sadie to stay on side. And Andre Lewis, unselfish player, really unselfish ball to send it forward for Sadie. And Nate Steinwasser makes that save.
There's a strong run again by Sadie. Sadie service in, and the captain, Stephen Carroll, cuts that out. Bryant pings it up, looking for Openo. This is onside. Openo gets to it. Openo has it touched away. Looking for some friends to join him.
You know, that's a heck of a defensive play by Brewitt, Neil. Didn't commit the body. Waited for Openo to control. Stayed goal side. Made the body big and made Openo make the first move. so he could go in and toe poke it away. A lot of defenders will try to reach, snatch it away, can concede a penalty, can overcommit, get taken out of the play. Brewitt stands in nicely, ends the threat.
Throw in the meantime now for Hartford Athletic. Budodi will toss it in. Steinwasser pings that one out of play.
Interesting little wrinkle here, Neil, from Trevor James in the early going for what City's doing in midfield. For so much of the season, we've seen the wingbacks be the ones that come forward and help out in midfield. Now, the outside defenders, those wingbacks, those fullbacks, are actually taking their first step back, and he's leaving Brad Dunwell and Lay Joe in a more advanced role in behind Connor Rutz to try to move the ball further forward in midfield. And it's the fullbacks that have taken the step back to help out the defenders. Not something we've seen for most of the season.
Lay Joe blocked in a battle with Connor McGlynn. This 5 minutes of the broadcast presented by University of Michigan Flint, offering a flexible world-class education. UM Flint, ready to help you own your future. Find the right program at umflint.edu. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you tonight. Keyworth Stadium in Hamtramck.
Pace stagnating a little bit here, Neil, after the opening 10 minutes of pretty good end-to-end football.
Bryant has that dispossessed. Obregon Jr. taken down from behind, and was interesting to see there, John. Obregon Jr. was up on the island in terms of attack. He was the only man forward.
But he knew enough to draw the foul, and that's why he's in the position that he's in. Just let Ouimet come into the back of him, and now you can kind of try and flick the script just a little bit.
Great back heel ahead. Doesn't get the result, though, for Hartford, and now Detroit City will try that left side.
Watch for a
Declan
switch.
Wynn.
Acres of space on the near side if they can find Bryant.
And Ouimet standing in it right now. Instead, it's chipped in, looking for Pato, but just over top. Pato unable to collect it. As Pato makes his way back. 5 goals, 1 assist on the season. Of course, had the USL goal of the week back in week 4.
It's a good start from Pato. He's not having to come back to get the ball. He's been able to get touches in the area. That's where he really excels. If he's coming out 35 yards from goal to get a touch, that's not good Pato. You're not going to get what you need from him in that situation. So they've been able to move it forward, get him touches in the area. Needs more.
Stepping through, that shot redirected from Obregon Jr.
Obregon Jr. could have gone over there, probably would have drawn a free kick, stays on his feet. Good on him for that. But he could never really get purchase on that ball.
Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. played for the Honduras U20 national team, also the Honduras Olympic team as well. Ball sent up for Bryant. Rutz joins the fray. Bryant taken down, and that was a pretty easy whistle on Joel Johnson.
But again, another professional play by Bryant. Went into that challenge knowing he was probably going to get taken out. But the object there is, if you can't win the ball, win the free kick. And he didn't win the ball, but he won the free kick. And now you can set it up to where Openo can drop one in there.
Joel Johnson spent some time with the Valencia Academy, played a match for Valencia back in 2010.
Look for an outswinger just past the penalty spot.
Opino curls that one in. It's cut out by the aforementioned Johnson.
I don't think he caught all of that one.
How about Declan Wynn, John? Coming back to the right back spot. We've seen him be active on the left side in the midfield. Versatility, very important to Trevor James.
He likes to know he can slot guys into multiple positions. It allows him to change things up formationally. It's why City are so good after halftime, because they can slide guys around into different spots, starting a little differently than we've seen from parts of the season. And Declan, one of those guys that can bring pace to any part of the pitch like this.
And he sent it up looking for Opino, but Opino can't quite catch up to it. Just a little too much mustard on the hot dog.
He knew he was never going to get there. Wisely pulled up. Even on a pleasant night in Hamtramck, those are steps you don't need to take. He was never going to turn that back in. City pressing very aggressively right now. I like to see this good early aggressive press.
Lejo able to obtain it. Brad Dunwell peels back.
Trying to draw Hartford out a little bit here. Create some space. Nice leave. And that's going to be
this could be a booking. And it certainly will be. And not much in the way of an argument for really anybody affiliated with Hartford Athletic.
He knew it, took his medicine. And the booking happens because you over pursue, then commit yourself to a challenge and realize about halfway through the challenge that you got it very badly wrong.
And Tulu knew the train was too far down the tracks at that point.
And you saw it with his legs. Once he realized he was late, the legs arched to keep the studs down. Because if the stud's going up, it's a different color card. So once he knew he was late, it was trying to keep it at a yellow and not make it a red.
Amu Mensah will peel back with it. Next 5 minutes presented by DTE Energy. No matter where you are in your energy efficiency journey, DTE can help you score savings. Learn more at dteenergy.com/save energy.
Look at how aggressive Dunwell is in midfield right now.
Andre Lewis has two defenders run out at him. He doesn't care. He moves on. Obregon Jr. Barrera. Swung to the right side by Perpa. Quick touch by Brewitt. Hartford Athletic will circle the wagons. Detroit City FC recovers defensively.
And the reason why they had to circle the wagons very quickly in transition, City got two banks of four in front of the ball. No passing lane for Hartford to try to play that through.
Stephen Carroll will circle back. Carroll, a rare mistake.
But his teammates make up for it. Look at how, two banks of four in front of the ball. Very quickly, locking down any opportunity to play that ball through in on goal again. City moving very well without the ball, getting back defensively. It's a way to pick up your captain. When he has
and John, John, let's be real too. It was 102 degrees out there in Las Vegas. That kind of heat zaps you. City's been impressive so far here in the first 18 plus minutes. Just in terms of energy, just in terms of urgency, they've looked well.
Well, and think about this. First off, they're in the middle of a stretch of 3 matches in 7 days, okay? That's tough enough as it is, right? Second, the match ended in Vegas at midnight Eastern time. So already your regen session when you get back to Detroit the next day is going to be a leggy one, okay? And then you got to get ready 3 days later for Hartford here in a match you need to win. That kind of resilience to be able to come out and have a start like this says a lot about the spirit of that dressing room and how they're playing for each other and ready to go. If I was going to start a 3-match in 7-day swing, a 10 p.m. kickoff in Vegas is probably not where I'm stepping that out.
I would agree with that. And you hear the horn. Norfolk Southern should be right on time, swinging through here at Keyworth. Dunwell's touch to the middle. Just popped out.
Oh, what a dispossession there. Move it quickly. Nice job by Joke to get it out wide.
And there's Declan Wynn over on the left side of the pitch this time. Ouimet. Acres of space, as John Krieger likes to say. Bryant.
Nice leave.
Openo curls it off the half volley. The shot is redirected in. Porto! 1-0 City.
From build up to finish, Neil, that was a thing of beauty. It started in the center circle with a clean dispossession. Then you move it out wide to Choke, switch it back across, and what a leave to get Openo into things to set up Pato. Quack, quack, 1-0.
Number 6 on the season for Pato. And as you said, John, just beautiful build-up from City.
Saw Bryant. Ouimet leaves it. Great leave for Openo. Beautiful service. Sent back in the mixing bowl. Pato doesn't miss. You cannot draw it up better than that. And it's a perfect start after 20 for Le Rouge.
So we will see how Hartford Athletic reacts. Brewitt has it. Service into the box, and that shot was blocked. Stephen Carroll did the job. Let's talk about tonight's Fago trivia question. Who's the all-time minutes leader for Detroit City FC and the professional era from 2020 to present? Tweet your answers to @DetroitCityFC for your chance to win a Kroger gift card good for Fago products. Answer coming up in the second half. Corner now for Hartford Athletic. Service into the box, and that ball is headed out wide. This 5 minutes of the broadcast brought to you by Golden Nugget Casino, the exclusive online gaming partner of Detroit City FC.
That corner was fizzed in brilliantly. Tough one to see coming in. And Nate Steinwasser and the City defense did well to end that threat. But Hartford are dangerous on set pieces. They will be dangerous tonight.
They do have a veteran side, Squan. John, there's not a ton of youth, not a ton of academy players, that kind of stuff. They have career professionals that have played at the international level, that have played in the Olympics, that have played for national teams. These guys have made their life playing soccer.
You know, it's interesting that you bring that up, Neil, because when I'm building a roster, when you and I prepare for these matches, the most interesting column for me in any roster is previous club. And you'll see some clubs at the USL level where previous club are USL League 1 teams, USL League 2 teams, NPSL teams, other amateur clubs. You look at Hartford, the previous club for most of these guys, USL Championship clubs. They've been around this league, put in the hard yards. So you assemble that kind of squad, they know how to win matches like these. And you just don't see that up and down the league of that kind of top to bottom veteran build.
Ball served up looking for Pato. It's loose in space, but Andre Lewis able to recover for Hartford Athletic. 24th minute, 1-0. Detroit City FC with the lead. Pato with the goal just moments ago. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you at Keyworth.
Oh, this is a clinic in midfield right now, Neil. There's nowhere for Hartford to go. City 5 players across the back line in perfect formation behind the ball. That is the way to lock down midfield right there, my friend.
And John, for the third time in about 15 or 20 seconds, Hartford Athletic again circling the wagons, going back and nearly turning it over.
And that's all they can do. And then look at Pato just running at everybody. He just covered 40 yards to try to come in from behind and make a dispossession.
And the result, Tulu had to play it backwards. Now they're able to look for Andre Lewis.
If Jope doesn't slip, that's a turnover and maybe a second goal, because Openo was ready to break. But he lost an edge as he was trying to turn the body.
Hartford Athletic will try the right side one more time.
No dice. Back 4, locking it down. Even with a front 3 now. Hartford started with a front 2. With City in the back 3, back 3, and now back 4, back 5. They've committed an extra man up top. Still nowhere for him to go. Hartford have held the ball for the last 2 minutes and haven't moved it past the end of the center circle.
Pato tracks back. Tulu. Now Connor Rutz will assume the pressing shift, if only for a moment, before he falls back to the midfield.
You know what? The Tour de France is going right now, and this is like the guys changing who's in front in the peloton. Everybody's doing a little bit of pressing and taking the wind for a while.
Johnson will send one in, and Nate Steinwasser plays the short hop.
Somebody else presses, then they switch it up, and somebody else takes a turn being the guy to press.
I will say this too, John. You see the effect of that, right? Where you have a hard time getting it off the back line. When you do finally get it in that final third, maybe you try to be a little too fine. You try to do a little too much.
Absolutely. You get aggressive, and you're so close to goal, and you finally get close to goal that you kind of snatch at it, and you don't get quality chances. There's a difference between chances and quality chances.
Quick throw in for City. Openo flicks it ahead. Now the ball cleared out towards midfield, and that did go across the line. This portion of tonight's broadcast presented by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Chevy drives Detroit City FC, and Chevy drives the Motor City.
Right now, the fellas wearing the Chevy shirts down there in white looking really good. They're driving this match after 26 minutes.
It's been a Corvette 27 minutes so far.
It has, with a turbocharged engine, my friend.
Brad Dunwell down on the turf. Finally gets to his feet, wondering where the whistle was. But Andre Lewis will play it back towards the middle. McGlynn. City had to compensate for it, so they compact their shape defensively a little bit.
All right, we're at 27 minutes, 25 seconds. I want to see how long it takes Hartford until they get the ball into the attacking third against City's midfield.
And Dunwell taken down again with a very harsh challenge.
He wants a card.
Dunwell.
And he's letting the referee know it.
And no, don't get it wrong. Brad Dunwell is not an overstated guy. He doesn't say a lot.
Nope.
He just kind of shows up and goes to work. This is the first time ever, and I've called Brad Dunwell at a couple levels here in Michigan. He is.
No, he took an elbow to the head, Neil. Watch this. He takes an elbow to the head. And an extended elbow to the head. If that's not a yellow, I don't know what is. Like, I try to give officials the benefit of the doubt. But he put an elbow on his head, and he extended the elbow. And if I'm Brad Dunwell, who had half of my season taken away by a brutal tackle, which frankly was rightly red carded against Atlanta, now I'm back in, and I'm in my first start since that injury, and I'm getting elbows to the head. I'm gonna be a little hot. Wondering what I did to deserve this.
Lewis looking to run out. Has Prince with him. Prince on that left wing. Prince Sadie turns and sends it in. Two lines of defense back for City as Carroll pops it out.
Look at Lewis being forced back. Brad Dunwell gets up after taking an elbow to the head and just forced Lewis back 15 yards.
And Opino steps up to challenge. Brewitt has it. 30th minute. 1-0 City with the lead. Pato struck about 8 minutes ago.
Oh, great move by Bryant to use the body to shield the ball. No way for Hartford to get it back. Consolidates the turnover. Now Pato needs to get forward. This is not where he wants to have the ball.
Pato pings it looking for Opino. Headed away at the last moment.
And that's why, that's where Pato doesn't want the ball. He's not the guy that needs to set up Opino. Somebody else does. I applaud him for coming back and putting in the hard yards to not allow Hartford to go forward, but Pato's the guy who needs to finish things, not start them.
Pato goes down. But City come away with the ball.
Switch it out wide.
Amu Mensah to Carroll. Carroll takes no chances, but that ball touched up nicely to Ouimet. Ouimet pings it up towards the 18, but coming off the line, Otel will make the grab.
Ouimet's had a couple of really good crossfield balls today. That one a little heavy, but unafraid to switch it up, put it in there. Really well controlled from him.
That one to Opino that he threaded the needle along the touchline was brilliant. Trying to turn with it is Barrera.
Lejope just came back 15 yards to make sure he couldn't put that ball into the area. In behind the defense. I'll tell you what, Neal City's running tonight. They are out here with some purpose.
Now we're having a bit of a discussion. It's Matt Thompson talking to Stephen Carroll, Devin Amu Mensah.
Interesting conversation right now between Sadie and Lewis for Hartford, setting things up here. Looked like Hartford might try the long throw. Instead, they kind of circle the wagons again and set something up.
I don't know if Stephen Carroll has an equipment issue or possibly some blood, but he's been instructed to go to the bench. And now Carroll will jump back in. This 5 minutes of the broadcast presented by Shift 4. Steinwasser will direct people forward.
You know what? Smart by Nate. Just eat up a couple of seconds here before halftime. Slow things down just a little bit. You can do that with a 1-0 lead. Key 15 minutes coming up. City gets 2. It might be all she wrote. Hartford finds an equalizer before the break. We got a whole new game at halftime. City been very good in minutes 30 to 45 here at Keyworth this season.
Hartford Athletics gotten very physical over the last 5 to 10 minutes. Amu Mensah will chip it ahead. Tulu heads that one away.
Nobody up top though for Hartford. They're so far pinned back. Now they get forward, and Lewis, good ball.
Sadie has it. Works 1v1, steps over his cross. Taken out by the captain, Stephen Carroll. Won the golden ball in NISA. Longest active running captain in all of professional Detroit sports. Just never seems to make the mistake, John. You call his name, the threat's over. That just seems to be the way it always goes.
So much so that when he makes a mistake, we end up catching him and mentioning it because it doesn't happen all that often.
Corner service sent in. Nate Steinwasser jumps up, grabs the Barrera service.
That's an incredibly confident catch. In among the tall trees. If you miss that, 3 Hartford players around you, it's 1-1. And Nate Steinwasser didn't miss. Really aggressive command of his area, goes up, makes the grab.
Different coaches I've talked to about the goalkeeper position. They've always said that keeper position's as much about attitude as it is about anything else. When you go out there, you believe that's your ball, you go get it. It's yours.
And you know the funniest part about it is everybody says, oh, the keeper's just sitting back there for a lot of the match. I was one of my colleagues at a previous job said he went and watched a football team practice one day, and he thought they gave him a chance to put in some to be in some drills, and he picked the keepers because he thought it would be the easiest. He said, I never want to do that again as long as I live. They work hard.
Got a good look at Trevor James. 30 years of coaching and scouting experience. Ball sent in, looking for Pato. Couldn't quite get there. Dunwell plays it down. Win. Sent that one into the 18. Otel comes off the line. We were talking about Trevor James. Spent some time as a scout for FC Barcelona, Newcastle, the English national team. Assistant coach for the LA Galaxy during David Beckham's time there. Wiemet pops that one up in the air. Cleared out. Thought Barrera was going to give that one a go, instead peeled it back. McGlynn. Lewis. Nice pass slotted across. Doty sends it in. That one is loose, still in the 18. And Pato comes away with it.
Wisely holds it up. Smart decision.
Pato had Rutz running up the left side. Couldn't quite see him. Doesn't have the same vantage point we do from here, John.
No, a little tough when you're tough to see the forest for the trees when you're down there running it at that speed.
Bryant tried to thread it through. Instead, it's off of Johnson, out of play.
You know, I think it's telling, Neil, here in the 37th minute. That last attack by Hartford coming in, City were at 6s and 7s. They were not at all set up well. Steinwasser goes, tries to make the parry, doesn't get there, punches it away a little afters there as Steinwasser gets involved. But look at that, barely gets a finger to it, gets help from his friends. And even though City were not in a great formation, they got things done.
Opino lets one go and just misses that upper left 90.
One bounce that came from nothing, and Opino not afraid at all to have a go.
Slaps himself in the face.
He wants that back.
Yes, he does.
He got under it a little bit. Watch his foot here. One touch, the touch a little heavy, and kind of chipped at it, and that allowed it to pop up over the bar. Couldn't really get any shape on it.
Man, if only you knew what Antoine Opino was thinking. If only he gave you some clues as to what was going through his mind.
One of these days we'll get him to express an opinion.
Never shows any emotion or anything out there.
Never.
Doty stepped through. Here's McGlynn. Andre Lewis had some space to go, and he's calling for it again. Conwell tracks back to defend. Obregon Jr. makes his turn. Sends his service in. And there's Stephen Carroll. Oh, he extended the leg and he grabs immediately at the left hamstring and goes down to the pitch.
He's not okay. He stretched to make that play. Gave his all, gave the body to make sure the service didn't get through, but he landed and was immediately in pain.
And the Detroit City FC training staff will make their way out.
And you could see it in the stretch too, Neil. It was really a risk-reward stretch. Watch Carroll here. Service comes in. Stephen knows he's got to be the one. Gets up there, stretches. And in the stretch, having to stiffen that leg.
So the training staff, athletic training staff for Detroit City out right now to tend to Stephen Carroll. The city side will use this as an opportunity to get some water. But things stirring right now on that bench for Le Rouge.
And if Stephen Carroll can't go, and for as long as they're out there, and the Hartford training staff, I believe, went out there as well. And you saw that. They're going to make a sub. Stephen Carroll is done. The trainer reached around the city player, made the substitution signal. He's done for the night.
And now Trevor James will turn the gears and see which direction he wants to go. Reese Williams available.
Never easy to have to make these enforced changes.
And there's a hush right now over Keyworth Stadium.
Well, and that tells you, Neil, how much Stephen Carroll means to this place. The captain's down and people know it.
Carroll now will be helped off the pitch. And John, I think that tells you all you need to know. And he's shaking his head right now.
Yep.
He knows. He knows he's coming out of this match right now, and that's the main thing on his mind.
And the way he's coming off, it does not look like an easy fix. Because Stephen Carroll is someone who normally he's one of those guys, he gets up, rubs a little dirt on it, and he's good to go.
And Reese Williams will come into the match. So we'll see what impact this has for both sides. And now it's a corner. And Reese Williams has to go right into a set piece and be ready to roll.
And fill in for a guy who is normally City's anchor at defending these.
Barrera sends it in, and Nate Steinwasser takes matters into his own hands. Punches that one out. Joel Johnson. Andre Lewis will wing it to the right side. Reese Williams touch it ahead to Pato.
Get the ball, keep the ball, settle it down a little bit.
And Reese Williams forced a pass through the middle. Tulu was waiting for it.
I like the confidence to think you can thread the needle, but that probably was ill-advised. Through 4 Hartford players.
Joe takes advantage, looks to move it through the midfield. Now some service into the box. That's cut out. Rodati did well to take that away, and that whistle will go against Hartford. This 5 minutes presented by Ally, who's proud to be the official financial services partner of Detroit City FC. For everything we need, for everything we want, and everything we do, we're all better off with an Ally. Learn more at ally.com.
Just a wise move by Steinwasser here. Just take some time over the ball. Let Reese Williams get his legs under him a little bit. Let the shape kind of reestablish itself. For City now, it's about get to the locker room. If you get a goal here, great. But it's really about get to the locker room, up 1. Let Trevor James go in there, tinker a little bit. Get you ready for the second 45, because a City without Stephen Carroll on the pitch is a different City.
And John, I'll tell you what, Hartford Athletics senses that right now. You can tell.
Yeah, they're going for it.
You can tell.
Trying to ask some questions, see how City responds.
And that foul will go against Michael Bryant. And it's interesting to note, John, it looks as though Bryant
has dropped back into,
replaced.
Yep. Reese Williams is going to be more forward. Bryant is now in the Stephen Carroll role.
Joel Johnson service up ahead. And it's interesting, John, we talked about versatility earlier. I asked Trevor James that in our weekly media session this week. I said, Trevor, you know, the game of soccer, it's like everything else. It's changing. It's matchups driven and all that type of stuff. How important is versatility? And he said it's basically the backbone of what they're trying to do with their roster.
Well, and it's the backbone of what they're trying to do with their roster, because their roster is short.
Right.
So you got to have guys you can plug and play into a lot of different roles. And we're seeing that tonight.
There'll be 3 minutes of stoppage time, presented by Brew Detroit, always true to the beer. I'll tell you just from personal experience, yeah, if you haven't given Brew Detroit's selections a spin yet, do yourself a favor, roll through your supermarket, grocery store, whatever you call it. Drop some in the cart. Delish.
I have, and I agree with you.
Delish. Joel Johnson with it. Working against Reese Williams. Service across, nobody on the other end, and beautifully headed back down by Declan Wynn to Nate Steinwasser. You'll never see that in a highlight reel. That won't be a stat, but that was professional grade.
Yep, just end the threat, stop the problem, handle your business, don't get rattled.
Here's Sadie again. Good looking move. Sends it over to Barrera, who gives it a shot, and Nate Steinwasser literally rises to the challenge.
He stretched to every bit of his frame. Got two very, very firm hands behind that ball. If it's one, it's through it. He got two hands up. Great chip toward goal. And a great job by Steinwasser to get up and make that save.
And Steinwasser making a bid, as that whistle will go against Detroit City. Making another bid for USL Save of the Month. Couple bids here today.
He's had a couple really good saves in the opening half, keeping his team, first off, keeping him scoreless early, and now keeping his team up one.
Connor McGlynn will restart it. His brother Jack plays for Philadelphia Union of the MLS. Over 40 matches played during his Hartford Athletic tenure. Momensa pings that one out.
And that's absolutely fine for Momensa. It's all about operation get to the locker room now, my friend. Because you can see Hartford has gone all hands to the pumps here in the final few seconds of the opening half. They are trying to catch City out before City can truly adjust and kind of bed into life without Carroll.
Barrera leaves it. Chipped up ahead. That's headed down, and Steinwasser right on cue. Able to answer the challenge one more time. And the whistle sounds, and that will end the first half, but Andre Lewis disappointed. And he couldn't slide one by Steinwasser. So Detroit City FC, without Stephen Carroll, able to hold that lead going to the halftime locker room.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a different game here in the second half Life without Carroll changes things for City, but Trevor James now has 15 minutes to set his team up for how they want to defend this one-goal lead. Pre-Carroll injury, it was a perfect first half. Now it's about how can City respond and get the win they need.
City with a 1-0 lead going to the halftime break. We'll come back, get you highlights after this. This is USL Championship Soccer.
Reyka vodka is made from pure Icelandic spring water and filtered through lava rocks for exceptional quality. Skál! Hversu löng þessi auglýsing?
Reyka vodka.
Open. Here you go, buddy. Thank you.
You may kiss the bride.
Love you, Dad.
Oh my God. It's our baby girl.
Soccer, soccer, soccer. Watch it at Detroit's premier soccer bar, the Detroit City Clubhouse. We have domestic and international. Soccer, soccer, soccer. Enjoy cold beer. Don't forget to pies, pies, pies. The Detroit City Clubhouse. Perfect for birthday parties and corporate events. Detroit City Clubhouse. Detroit's home for soccer, soccer, soccer.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
GM employees with a current eligible lease can sign and drive this Equinox for $283 a month. Tax, title, license, and dealer fees are extra. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Reyka vodka is made from pure Icelandic spring water and filtered through lava rocks for exceptional quality. Skál! Hversu löng þessi auglýsing?
Reyka vodka.
1-0, Detroit City FC with the lead. Pato with the goal in the 20th minute. Let's take a step back and go back to Detroit City FC. The kit reveal and the USL reveal certainly was a magical night.
Our most important moments don't stop and wait until everyone is ready. They are imperfect, off-centered. They blur, they fall. And like the goal you missed as you turned your head back to the pitch, they don't wait. The most important moments don't care about the weather, or the smoke, or the clock.
Andy with the right foot, it's in the back of the net.
Comes free, Ozzie Matthews! 2-1 City!
They surprise because they are incomplete. In fact, the only perfect aspect of our most important moments is that they are shared. And shared moments become memories. And shared memories become traditions. And traditions are something you should never grow out of. From an amateur team born under the skyline of our city to a professional club that has come to dominate their opponents, Detroit City FC stands by our traditions. We are supporter-built. We are community-focused. We believe that sports should be inclusive and affordable. We believe that clubs should be excellent and accessible. And we believe that positive change should be relentless. Memories don't wait. The time has come for Detroit City FC to move forward.
Playing for Detroit City, LaRouche, the opportunity to wear the jersey in front of these supporters. part of a club that just means so much.
Goes topics frequently. I mean, yeah, let's talk about today when we go topics.
Roll it down.
I am.
You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What?
Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio.
Kevin, you could use your phone.
What?
What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What?
This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it.
What?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Volley from Aquay! Wow!
What a wonderful team move for Las Vegas. And a goal from Trejo. Spectacular build-up. Alvaro Quezada, good feet. He's found the upper corner.
Open. Here you go, buddy. Thank you.
You may kiss the bride.
Love you, Dad.
Oh my God. It's our baby girl.
Welcome back to historic Keyworth Stadium. 1-0 at the half. Detroit City FC with the lead over Hartford Athletic. And John, certainly a big 45 minutes ahead, and Ponto's goal was the news, but maybe the biggest story, Stephen Carroll out with the injury, in Detroit City FC will have to certainly rise to the occasion as we take a look at the news and notes going on around USL. And John, Sacramento Republic, they got a win here at Keyworth. That lets you know how good of a side they are. They're hosting Sporting Kansas City in the semifinals of the U.S. Open Cup.
I'll tell you what, and that is not going to be an easy match for Sporting KC. Going in there, one of the toughest places to play in USL Championship. Those fans will be ready for it. I think Republic are going to take it, get to the final.
Absolutely. El Paso Locomotive hosting Las Vegas Lights as well, July 17th on ESPN Deportes. Let's take a peek at the USL Championship scoreboard. I got to remind myself we're here on a Wednesday. Indy 11, who is up next for Detroit City FC. They're scoreless against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds in the 67th minute.
And that's one of those things where you're kind of in that middle of the pack mini league. You're watching that scoreboard even in week 17.
And let's take a look at what's on tap for Saturday around USL Championship. As we said, Detroit City FC will head a couple hours down the road to take on Indy 11. And of course, the regular slate of Saturday matchups in full force. This Hartford Athletic side with a tough challenge with the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Well, they go in a tough match tonight against Detroit City FC, but they also have a chance to play a little with house money and a little bit of spoiler against Tampa Bay.
And those are the scenarios for tonight and this weekend, Saturday as well. When we come back, we'll get you the highlights from the first 45. Detroit City FC with that 1-0 lead over Hartford Athletic. We'll be back with more USL Championship soccer.
I am American Home Fitness.
I'm American Home Fitness.
I am American Home Fitness. We are American Home Fitness.
Come to any American Home Fitness location for the hottest deals on the latest fitness equipment and accessories. American Home Fitness, Michigan's home for fitness and the official fitness equipment provider of the Detroit City Football Club.
Soccer. Watch it at Detroit's premier soccer bar, the Detroit City Clubhouse. We have domestic and international soccer. Enjoy cold beer. Don't forget to pies. The Detroit City Clubhouse. Perfect for birthday parties and corporate events. Detroit City Clubhouse. Detroit's home for soccer.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
GM employees with a current eligible lease can sign and drive this Equinox for $283 a month. Tax, title, license, and dealer fees are extra. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
45 minutes down, 45 more to go. 1-0. Detroit City FC has the lead. Pato with the goal in the 20th minute. That is the difference as we check out the highlights from the first half of play. And John, Detroit City FC, despite playing in Las Vegas in 102-degree heat for a good portion of the match, came out here with a lot of energy, came out here with a lot of legs.
They were absolutely bright from the start, and look at this long ball to get Antoine Openo involved in just the 5th minute. Openo runs on the end of it, turns on the afterburners. Weren't sure how much he was going to have after a tough night in Vegas and a hot night in Vegas, but he comes out early and puts Hartford on notice that City was ready to go. That wasn't, though, the only action in the first 10 minutes. Hartford almost got on the board. Great ball through from Team of the Week man Andre Lewis, and Sadie denied a great stop by Steinwasser to go down and make a very, very tough save.
But in the 20th minute, Pato would make his presence felt, but John, just this build-up by Detroit City FC, pure artwork.
It starts out with a great ball from Ouimet, gets Bryant involved, leaves for Openo, who makes a great run to get in position, and then once you put it in the mixing bowl and put it on the feet of Pato, 2 yards from goal, he's not going to miss the sitter. He taps it in, and it's 1-0.
Like, tremendously played by Declan Wynn. Now, later on in that first half, Stephen Carroll would go down for Detroit City. Antoine Openo made a bid, however, to stretch that to a 2-goal lead. But after Carroll went down, this was a different Hartford Athletic side.
They were really trying to put the pedal down and try to get a goal before halftime, asking questions of a City defense that was finding its legs again without its captain. A shot from distance. Nate Steinwasser there to read it all the way and make a great save and settle things down as we head to the locker room.
And we check out the stats from the first half of this match. Detroit City FC did have 4 shots, one of those on target, but the one that was on target went across the line. That is the big difference. But things change, John, and this is going to be an overriding storyline. We're going to talk about it a lot here in the second half. Things changed when Stephen Carroll went down. The whole feel of this match changed.
It's almost as if Stephen Carroll going down gave Hartford the belief that they could run at City's back line. Stephen Carroll on that back line, the relationship he has with the rest of his back line mates and with Nate Steinwasser really is that anchor that a lot of teams in this division know can end almost any threat. With him out, you're wondering who steps up into that role, and I think we're going to see a very aggressive press from Hartford after halftime.
City will have the possession to get things started. Second half underway. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you at historic Keyworth Stadium. City looking to hold on to that 1-0 lead as Openo touches that one across the line. So a goal kick coming up for Yannick Otel. Has an 83% save percentage, 1.20 goals against average on the year. Clean sheet earlier this season for him.
And really nothing he could do about the goal he let in tonight. It was a great ball back into the feet of Pato, and unless it was point blank and he was right there, he wasn't making that save.
Pato has his back climbed up by Brewitt, so the whistle goes against Hartford Athletic. This 5 minutes presented by American Home Fitness, the official fitness equipment provider of DCFC. Visit AmericanHomeFitness.com for the best in-home fitness equipment and a location near you.
Going to see Declan Wynn moving a little more forward here after halftime. Just as we saw at the end of the first half, it is Michael Bryant trying to fill the shoes of the captain.
Declan Wynn in space, couldn't catch up to that pass. Throw-in pinned in the corner. Danny Barrera. Opino saying, hey, how'd he get to play that?
Already Hartford committing more bodies forward, Neil. Much more aggressive setup here after the break. Continuing what we saw post-Carroll injury at the end of the first half. They've really gone to a back two, sending the wingbacks forward.
McGlynn will play it back towards the middle.
Now three at the back, but still pressing forward, Hartford.
Andre Lewis. Now Momensa goes up to play it away. Reese Williams, who came on for Stephen Carroll but did move to that back position. But we will look at it. I'm sure the fans watching at home will look at it. All eyes on Michael Bryant, because as you said, Hartford Athletic,
they're going to test him.
They're looking to move forward, and that's what they want to do.
Even more aggressive as City's trying to play the ball out the back. We didn't see this running at the ball and the kind of thorn in the side bothering in the opening half. They were much more passive. They aren't anymore.
Trevor James moving the chess pieces around on the board a lot sooner than he wanted to.
Matt Thompson coming in. I think backing up Hartford here.
And if there's a discussion, Antoine Opino,
he's going
to get involved.
Well, he is the politician of the group.
Whether you want him to or not, he's getting involved.
Every match is a stump speech for him. He's running for office out there. And what it was the referee reversed his decision. Hartford thought it was a free kick for them, and it was the other way.
Interesting note for Hartford Athletic. Peter Lee Vassell has come into the match to start the second half, and Prince Sadie has exited, which I thought Sadie,
he was very bright for them.
He was very good.
So an interesting switch for Ray Reid. Who was, by the way, an absolute joy to talk to in our media session. That guy.
Good ball sent into the 18. And pretty good acting job there, or maybe not so much by Obregon Jr.
Referee was not fooled, and the flag is going to be up for offside.
Yeah, Bonto was certainly in an offside position coming back the other way. But you were talking about Ray Reid. 25 years as a head coach of UConn, a 4-time National Coach of the Year. He is about as East Coast as you get.
Yes.
We were talking about Opino and how he lets you know how he feels.
Yep.
Ray Reid will tell you exactly how he feels.
Including using language that we can't use on the broadcast.
He will.
He pulled no punches.
I didn't have to wonder about, oh, what's Ray Reid thinking? No. Ball sent inside the 18, and that was chipped over.
I'll tell you what, though, he's one of those soccer coaches that I'd like to have a couple of Brew Detroit products with. Crack one open and listen to him talk.
That ball swung in and sent over top of the crossbar. And Hartford Athletic firing up the engines a little more and more. The next 5 minutes presented by the all-new Detroit City FC app. Download it now where you can vote for tonight's man of the match.
Very quickly, Hartford again pressing forward, send it into the mixing bowl. City let it squirt away, and reaching for it is Peter Lee Vassell, and he just can't control it to bring it on frame.
Vassell played 20 matches last year for Indy 11. Done well taken down, but still able to poke the ball away. Rutz able to get it settled down. Ouimet. That foul will go against Hartford Athletic.
With Vassell in, by the way, Neil, Hartford committing to a front three now. Started in that 3-5-2. They're now with 3 committed attackers up top.
They're going all in.
Absolutely, from the start of the second half.
Right.
And the back line is technically a back 3. It really is a back 2.5. They are pushing bodies forward, trying to be on the front foot.
Rutz flicks that one ahead. But immediately 4 back for Hartford. But here's an opportunity. Reese Williams cross. Rutz steps in and sends it wide of that left post.
There was no way he could control that, but that's just kind of Rutz trying to pounce and make something happen. The way it was rolling, there was no way he was going to be able to control it and shoot it. He just tried to send it in on frame to see what might happen from it.
It was well done by Reese Williams.
High bouncing ball, tough to control off the artificial surface.
Motel bangs it up ahead. Declan Wynn can't catch up to it. And Detroit City FC, in partnership with the Northern Guard and Ally, are celebrating another successful Pride Raiser campaign. You can scan the QR code below for a link to bid on men's and women's match-worn Pride kits that they rock the entire month of June. All proceeds will go to benefit the Ruth Ellis Center. Connor Rutz into the box. The touch is heavy, and it just gets away from him. And John, going back to the Pride Raiser campaign, the fine folks from Ally were on hand here at halftime, presenting a check in the amount for $45,000. Now, if you're waiting for the last minute to get involved, John, this is it. This is the last minute. That QR code, scan that, and get your bids in. We'll push that number a little bit north of 45,000 by the time it's all said and done, I'm sure.
Bid on those jerseys. Remember, those jerseys were worn during the first ever USL Championship match on ESPN. So a little USL Championship history, and proceeds going to the Ruth Ellis Center. And what a great program the Ruth Ellis Center is here in the Motor City, offering health care, mental health services, in some cases housing for LGBTQIA youth who have no place to go. They have worked miracles here in the city of Detroit. We're proud to support them.
No question. And props to the people, too, that donated the money, service in towards the back post. That will get all the way through. But again, props to everybody that did donate, that did get involved. And, you know, it makes you feel good to see that there is compassion out there, because it's hard to hear that, John. When you talk about that, when you talk about the stories, think about that. People that have no place to go.
You know, our second year doing the Pride Raiser campaign, Neil, I was talking with someone from Ruth Ellis, and they told me about youth who have been basically turned out of their homes.
Right.
And
Rutz with the flick, and that one will go wide of the frame. And there were hard stories to hear.
Yeah,
man.
I was, and I'm talking about this before the match, and I was visibly shaken. And just it rocked me to the core to hear some of those stories. So everything the Pride Raiser campaign stands for, everything Ruth Ellis Center does to bring a little love in a world that sorely needs it. Well done.
That ball bounces up ahead. Looking for Vassell. It's still loose. A setup. Steinwasser can't get to it. And the Hartford Athletic leveled this match at 1. Andre Lewis just snuck it in the left post.
Well, that goal was coming, Neil. Hartford has been outstanding since the break. They've been the team on the front foot. They've been asking questions. City were not in a good defensive shape. There was an opportunity to get through, and a couple of bad bounces, and we're level. And frankly, it's a goal that Hartford deserves. If you look at City's shape here on the replay, bounces forward. City have a chance to try and clear it away. They don't take that chance, don't clear their lines. Vassell wins a battle 1v2 and sends it to Lewis. And he's got 2 goals in as many matches for the reigning Team of the Week member, and they're level.
How about that substitution by Ray Reed, too, putting Vassell in for Sadie. As we talked about it, said Sadie had some brilliant moments in that first half. Vassell comes in and makes the difference, John.
And I'll tell you what, Trevor James will be beside himself. Vassell won a battle 1v2
on the ground,
on his backside, and still managed to make the pass to Lewis. It's a great individual play by him, and frankly, not good defense by Detroit City.
Trevor James looking on.
I promise you, not a happy man.
Can Detroit City FC dig deep now? The ball's in their court, John.
Well, the first meeting between these two teams, the late winner was scored by the fella that got injured and is off the pitch. Somebody else is going to have to step up and find the drama for City tonight.
I just got this feeling, and you know I get these feelings from time to time.
You do, and you're pretty good at it.
29 will be involved before it's all said and done. I'll just say it like that for Detroit City FC.
Then again, saying Antoine Openo will be involved is roughly akin to saying water is wet and sun rises in east.
Rutz threads that one over to Pato. Pato hesitates, makes his move, and Pato will win a corner. Heads up play there by Pato. Knew the defender was on the turf in front of him. Played it off him for the corner.
Played it out very well. Important set piece here. City can get a goal back. Respond quickly here. Big for momentum.
Openo towards the back post. That one popped up in the air. Amumenta comes over. Done well. Just cut off from the ball. Lejope to Openo. Openo curls it. That's headed away. Pato couldn't settle it down. Dunwell's shot is blocked. Reese Williams, his shot's blocked. Dunwell with shot, and the save is made by Otel.
And he was unlucky just to hit it straight at the keeper. If he can turn that at all, that's a tough save for Otel to make. Pato controls it, heavy touch, ball falls, shot from distance, blocked, Ball falls kindly again, and in the end it goes for nothing as Otel is there to collect.
And that whistle will sound. Celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. Choose what you play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select, league's choice, player's choice.
You know, it's interesting, Neil. The second half looks like a mirror image of the first. It's Detroit City that is the team that is kind of cycling things through in midfield, and Hartford the team that is pressing forward. And I think this might be where we are starting to see a little bit of the effects of Vegas. Anybody can come out brightly, you can start, you've got energy, you're amped up in front of a near sold out crowd here at Keyworth tonight. But now in the dog days of the match, 61 minutes, the legs get a little heavy, and the cross-country flight overnight. And this is one of those ones where you test and see what kind of mettle your team has.
Joe threads it ahead, looking for Opano. Just not enough mustard on the hot dog that time.
Andre Lewis trying to bait Brad Dunwell into coming back, try to play it through him. Dunwell wouldn't let it go.
Udati the touch to the middle. Great footwork there by Barrera. Swings it out to the left side. Corpa. McGlynn. Andre Lewis will send it back. I think that was a good call, partner. Legs at this point of the match.
Touches get a little heavier.
Yep.
This is where Vegas beats you, not the first 20 minutes. You gotta find a way to power through here without your captain.
Bassel, he's set up. Hartford Athletics goal a little while ago that leveled this match. Brewitt. Extended control, extended possession now for Hartford.
And so now, and it's so much harder, as the old cliche in sports, harder to play defense than it is to play offense. And right now, Hartford just waiting, probing, trying to find a way through. Make City put miles on the clock and run at the ball. And the press that was very aggressive in the first half is a little more tepid here.
Lewis swings it out wide. Udati, the give, now the go, taken away, however, by Declan Wynn. Dunwell runs out, unable to catch up to it. And Brewitt will swing it back. Through the middle, there's Purpa with it. Now let's get you tonight's Fago trivia answer. The answer, Stephen Carroll, over 5,000 minutes coming into the Hartford match. Over 600 minutes clear. Second place, Connor Rutz, who just has over 4,400, the all-time minutes leaders for Detroit City FC in the pro era. You tweeted the correct answer to @DetroitCityFC on Twitter. And you could win a Kroger gift card, good for Fago products.
So let's talk here, partner, about strategy for the last 25 minutes, specifically subs, because this match is going to cry out for a couple of subs. I think we're going to see Maxi Rodriguez and Atua Hene making an appearance here before too long. And they are the bodies that this match is crying out for. We do know that there will be a sub for Hartford. Corey Herzog is coming in. And oh, look, here's who's coming to the fourth official stand. Maxi Rodriguez and Francis Atua Hene. So some pace injection coming on for Detroit City FC as they bring on a forward in Atuahene and a midfielder in Rodriguez.
Declan Wynn goes down hard. Now the whistle sounds.
What will be interesting here is, I believe it's going to be Obregon Jr. who is going to come and make way for Herzog.
I'm guessing Brad Dunwell is going to come off for City, his first start. So that will be the case. Dunwell will be coming off. And Antoine Opino will be coming off as well.
Well, you're normally good about your calls, partner. I didn't see 29 coming off the pitch, but maybe that knock. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's a tough knock right there.
Corey Herzog, in the meantime, the 13th overall pick by the New York Red Bulls back in the 2011 MLS Super Draft out of Penn State. He had signed a Generations Adidas contract, over 200 matches played in the USL Championship, over 70 goals scored in USL Championship as Maxi Rodriguez makes his way onto the pitch. But Francis Atuahene, you talk about pace.
He's got it to burn, and he will be able to run for the next 25 minutes.
I reserve the right to Opino's spot, so Atuahene becomes the new number 29. How about that, John? I can change the rules.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. It's my game. I can change the rules.
Partner, I'm never going to tell you can't. Oh, things are getting chippy here. You're going to see a booking.
Saw Andre Lewis try to get in the mix with Nate Steinwasser. And Michael Bryant was having approximately none of that.
Nobody messes with Nate. You're going to see a booking or just the naughty boy talk? I think maybe naughty boy talk. Let's take a look here. Steinwasser. Ooh. Michael Bryant regulating.
Ray Reed with a smile on his face. Matt Thompson, the head referee.
You know,
Art Arustamayan, the assistant referee, as is Christian Little. Kevin Fakar, the fourth official.
You know who'd be really proud of what Mr. Bryant just did? Your day job partner, Darren McCarty.
yes, he would.
Would love that little forearm chipper. That's a DMAC kind of play.
Atuahene has it. Joe calling for it. Mumensa. A great job of closing there by Herzog. Maxi Rodriguez. That ball sent into the box is played away.
A little brighter from City here after the substitutions. Speaking of substitutions, coming on Ariel Martinez. He will replace Luca Purpa. Martinez, a product of Cuba, played for Miami FC, 1 goal on the season.
Had 6 goals last year for Miami FC in 29 matches. 54 matches played for the Cuban national team as well. Corner coming up here for City. Here's another spot where you really miss Stephen Carroll.
Just to be able to rise and fire toward the back post, yes.
Corner service driven in, flicked across.
Well, Hartford knows all about how good he can be on a corner.
Yep, did have the match-winning goal in the 93rd minute in the match at Hartford back in April.
We'll do it again here.
Declan Wynn will do it again. Drives it again. One got through, but was headed out. And Reese Williams has it touched away by Martinez.
"20 minutes on, I think Trevor James has rolled the dice about as far as he can roll them with changes.
Atuahene hesitates, sends one into the mixing bowl, not a ton on it. It's played out. Michael Bryant heads it away, throw-in coming up. Martinez tosses that one in. McGlynn. Andre Lewis mixing it up with Bryant. That time Bryant the victor. And the whistle actually goes against Andre Lewis.
You know, I don't know if it's what it is, whether it's a combination of a little bit leggy after the trip to Vegas or a change in tactics, but City allowing Hartford more time on the ball here in the last 10 to 15 minutes. And you've seen a change in the way Hartford is able to set things up because of that. The passes are crisper, the formation is tighter, they're moving the ball up the field easier. Very different look than the first 30 minutes.
Maxi Rodriguez holds it. And the whistle sounds. I believe they let City have their advantage until it ceased to be an advantage.
And so now we'll set things up about 35 yards from goal.
Declan Wynn. Drives it. Atuahene the target. The volley was blocked. There's a giveaway. Amumenta has it. His shot, and the stop is made by Otel.
Amumenta, not the guy you'd normally think as a shooter, but he puts it on frame, and Otel with a great stop, and Pato was right there, just saw the ball spin away. He was trying to collect it and chip it back over the keeper. Amumenta sends it through.
Amumenta heads that one down wide off the Atuahene corner.
Amumenta putting in a good shift here in the second half.
There's some life here with City now over the last 5 to 10 minutes. They created some chances off some set pieces. You know what they say, John, when you give up set pieces on the road,
bad things can happen.
You're running with the devil. Official tells Otel, hey, let's get it rolling. That foul will go against Amumenta.
Crowd doesn't like it, but I think that's probably a decent decision.
So now Hartford Athletic will try their hand at a set piece.
Wind coming into the set piece here. It'll hold it up.
Barrera curls it in, headed away. Atuahene looking to make a move. Atuahene was reached out and grabbed. And that was actually a wise play because Atuahene was ready to get out into the open pitch.
He was going to go. That was a professional foul.
Now we're getting some more extracurriculars as Herzog in the mix with Bryant. Maxi Rodriguez through the middle. Now to the right side.
The professional fouls have increased in intensity here.
Yes, they have.
In the last 5 minutes.
Win, beautiful to find Atuahene. He's got some room to go. Atuahene's cross got in, and Otel went down to make the grab. Otel with some words for Ariel Martinez.
And Otel now taking his time over the ball. You can tell Hartford has pressed to try to go ahead here, but they would be perfectly happy with a point here at Keyworth Stadium. That's a great long throw. Good body control there by Atuahene.
Atuahene, the 4th overall pick by FC Dallas in the 2018 MLS Super Draft. Of course, played his college soccer at Michigan. Connor Rutz settles it down. Reese Williams curls it in. Pato tried to set it up. That ball will go out.
Corner. Oh, no.
A goal kick is awarded.
Oh, no. Oh, boy, oh, boy. All right. I'm up here in the booth, and they're down there on the field. Pato clearly nonplussed with the decision. Tough to read that, man.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Let's have a look here. Pato tries to go. You know what? Referee got it right. Played right up off of Pato and out. Good call. Which is why I'm up here in the booth and they're down there on the field.
You're right, partner. Hartford has really let the air out of the ball.
There, at this point, a point is good, 3 points are better. No points is not what they want to come out of this with. And they'll take one. If they have to sacrifice 3 to get the 1, it looks like they're going to sacrifice 3 to get the 1.
Ryan heads that one down.
But frankly, how about a start for Ray Reid? They make the coaching change, goes out to Colorado Springs, gets 3 points, convincing 2-0 win. Comes back in here. His team get pressed off the pitch for 35 minutes. They've managed to find an equalizer with 13 to go. Had the equalizer early in the second half. They're acquitting themselves very well, thank you very much.
Steinwasser. Outlets for Atuahene, couldn't connect. Declan Wynn heavy with the touch. And then Wynn reaches out for the grab.
See, that's fatigue. That's the difference between first half and second half. When you're relying on the body to reach out and make the grab and commit the foul.
Joe tried to step through, couldn't maintain it. And Rutz will toe poke that one over the line. That ball comes free. Connor Rutz unable to catch up to it. Tulu taking no chances.
You know what? Unsung hero, by the way, Tulu's played a pretty physical match, despite picking up a booking early on in things. Done well out there.
Maxi Rodriguez trying to go back to Joe. Joe ends up with it, at least temporarily, sends that one in. And Otel will make the grab off the bounce. This time he wings it out, nearly gives it away, and they do. Reese Williams tries to step through. Atuahene has it, and the shot is blocked.
Screaming for it out wide. Don't get too cute. Uh-oh.
Andre Lewis takes it away.
See, and that's what getting too cute with the ball will do. City had the pressure on there. Get too cute, dispossession.
That pass finds its mark.
And all of a sudden the script is flipped and you got a set piece at the other end.
James continues to look on. Budati had it in some dangerous space. City does concede the corner. I believe Barrera will make his way to that corner. Joel Johnson runs up short. '81st minute, 1-1 the score. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. Hartford Athletic with a dangerous corner towards the back post. Amu Mensah rises up.
And we'll have another corner the other side and maybe a booking. No, calling for the trainers.
Rashawn Dolly will come in for Hartford Athletic, and Andre Lewis will come out.
He has run a pretty good race today.
He was good. Dolly, the 49th overall pick by FC Cincinnati in the 2019 MLS draft. Played in 16 matches for FC Cincinnati. He had a goal against Detroit City in the 42nd minute. That gave Hartford the 1-0 lead in the matchup last April.
And Lewis, the goal scorer, but that play was made. Lewis will get the credit for the finish, and he deserves it. That play was entirely made by Vessel, winning a 2v1 from his keister to set that up.
Barrera comes over for the corner. The match has ground to a halt.
And Hartford will be fine with that. Thank you very much. With where the ball is right now.
Corner service sent in, headed away by Herzog. Mato Hennig couldn't catch up to it. Sent in one more time. And this foul will go against Hartford. And I believe Rashawn Dolly, who just came into the match, is the guilty party.
It came in hot and cleared out a couple of City players. Amu Mensah took the brunt of that.
Pato tried to curl that one to the corner. Rutz gives chase. And there's a giveaway. Pato has it. Jope in some space, tries to feather it through onto a head. Shot is blocked, and that will go out for a corner. So just like that, Detroit City FC on the attack.
Tula with a fortuitous block there at the last minute. Otherwise, that was going on frame. It was going to be a tough save for Odell.
Maxi Rodriguez will come over to serve the corner. As DCFC have some more late Keyworth magic in the hat. Let's see. Maxi Rodriguez, the service headed just wide of the goal.
Well, the answer to your question, partner, was almost a resounding yes.
Connor Rutz came in.
Beautiful corner in. Free header.
Oh, and there it was, Bryant.
And watch him put his hands to his face. He knows. And Pato ducked out of the way of it. Thought maybe, unless he was in an offside position, thought maybe it'd curl inside the post.
Gotti, the target.
End to end here right now.
Getting a little loose here in the 85th minute. Wynn demanding the ball back. Boy. Corey Herzog.
He's letting him know what he thinks.
I believe Drake said it best, no friends in the industry right now for Herzog, but here comes City. Reese Williams. Williams into the 18. Williams, a shot, and the stop is made by Otel.
Had to rush it, scuffed it. Late challenge coming over. Had to get the shot off. Didn't get full purchase. But what a great run by Williams. First the playthrough. That's a heck of a playthrough there by Rodriguez. Gets it to Williams. Here's the challenger coming over. Knew he needed to get the shot off or it was going to be blocked. Rushed it a bit. Otel makes the catch.
Martinez plays it, now gets it back. Left side, service into the box. Bryant stands tall. Pato has it. Trying to turn. Finds Rutz.
Look at Pato running forward. He's going to get himself in the box in a hurry.
Reese Williams now out on his wing spot. Williams. Ouimet. Maxey calling for it on the left side. Reese Williams, service into the box, knocked down. This will be another corner. 87th minute.
City has found another gear, Neil.
Over 5,500 on hand here tonight at Keyworth. Ready to explode if Detroit City FC, as we said, pull some more Keyworth magic out of the hat. Hartford's been living dangerously with all these corners. Corner in one more time. Amumensa tracks back towards it.
Good decision to play it out.
Job lets it rip and sends it over top of the bar.
Good decision to play it out. Bad decision to take that shot. You don't have that shot from distance. You remember we talked in the first half about Hartford taking a snatch at things because they wanted to make something happen? Your team is in the ascendancy. You do not need to have a go 35 yards from goal. Set that up. Nowhere close. Keep possession. Play it.
Declan Wynn ahead for Pato. He's got Rutz up with him. But that was played away by Tulu and furthering his resume to Mr. John Krieger here tonight. Very sound defensive play. 89th minute. The screws continue to tighten. Amumensa. Amumensa throws it in. Back heel dropped off. Given back. Declan Wynn chips it in. The header across. Pato sends it over the bar.
Look, that is a picture of frustration. He knows that was to Ani's boot, and he missed it. Watch him just crumple as it goes over the bar. He knows it. That's 3 points. That's an easy chip.
And the face and the hand says it all.
Oh, that he will have nightmares about what could have been his second tap into the night.
And Hartford Athletic.
Now the referee needs to pull a card. We have reached dissent. The debate society. There it is. End that. Take your card and go away.
As we push up towards the 90th minute, Ariel Martinez getting the yellow card.
And deservedly so.
Steinwasser will send it back down the pitch. Steinwasser bangs it up ahead. There will be 4 minutes of stoppage time presented by Brew Detroit, always true to the beer. Herzog to Martinez.
If he gets the winner here, he'll be insufferable after that display.
Herzog finds Martinez. Some space for Barrera to work. Pings it out to the left side. Northern guard digging deep. Steinwasser off the line. He'll grab it. And the crowd wants City to go.
Got to get it forward now. 1 minute gone.
Steinwasser drives it, looking for Pato. Throw in coming up now for City. About 1 minute into the 4 minutes of stoppage time. City got a winner in the 93rd minute back in April at Hartford. Atuahene weaves through two defenders. Atuahene steps over, and it's cleared away.
Atuahene wanted a foul, probably a good no call. His body momentum kind of took him over.
Joe Maxi Rodriguez looking for Atuahene, couldn't find it through. And we get a whistle and a stoppage.
And contact to the head. He's stopping it up, giving the signal for contact to the head. Referees are told to stop that up. Now, what is key here is that he stops the watch.
And he just did that. Let's see it again.
And yeah,
head into the chest.
Yeah, and they are told as we learn more and more about concussions, you do not mess around with contact to the head. City fans aren't going to like it. It's going to make the stoppage time more arbitrary. But if that were a City player, you'd want the same thing.
Northern guard wanting the goal so badly.
They will lose their minds if history repeats itself.
Joe curls it in. Maxi Rodriguez drives it over top of everything and out into the food court here at Keyworth.
The folks in the Schrodex truck are ducking and covering at this point.
That had pace.
And Otel now will take time and ponder the meaning of life.
There was about 1 minute of the stoppage time that went by while the Hartford athletic training staff tended to their injured player. Dolly has that cut out, but now Hartford athletic with a corner.
This would be the unkindest cut of all for Detroit City after the way they played very brightly for the last 15 minutes.
Well, deserve's got nothing to do with it, John. Got to defend the corner. Barrera serves it. High arcing. Was headed over, and Steinwasser able to grab it fairly easily. And Steinwasser will ping it out, looking for Atuahene. Can he go make a play? Atuahene locked up. Ball taken to the corner. Atuahene thought he won a throw, but did not. Budati did the job defensively.
And that tells you all you need to know about Hartford wanting to play for a point. Anytime you're taking it to the corner, you're trying to kill the clock. And Atuahene, yeah,
Atuahene may have a case.
Well, I think what's called was a foul for the hand.
Is that what the case was?
Shirt.
Oh yeah, that is the story. And the whistle sounds, and we will end in a 1-1 draw here at Keyworth. And John, we talked about it before the match and said, hey, the playoff push is going on. You need 3 points at home. But I'm reminded of a saying, John, when new information presents itself, you reserve the right to change your opinion. And when Stephen Carroll went down, who's actually on crutches right now out there on the pitch, you can change your opinion. And I think the stakes changed when Stephen Carroll went out. And certainly some of the case of the second half with the way Hartford Athletic played, it's not the worst thing in the world to get a point here today.
Plain and simple, it gave Hartford hope. It gave Hartford life when Carroll went out, and it's a deserved point for both sides.
Lee Jope, the man of the match for Detroit City FC. But DCFC gets the point here at home. And they, John, will have to circle the wagons. But as we said, Stephen Carroll out on the pitch right now on crutches. That match against Indy 11 coming up pretty quick on Saturday night.
So now the next couple of days only become with the Tullamore Dew shot of the match coming up. And it starts with a nice leave from Brian to Openo and played back into the mixing bowl. And Pato with the tap-in goal, the Tullamore Dew shot of the match in tonight's contest.
And the shot of the match, as you said, presented by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. And Pato came through to give DCFC the lead. Hartford Athletic would level it in the second half, and that is how we end after the 90-plus minutes of play. So that will wrap up our coverage here from historic Keyworth Stadium. For our entire crew, my broadcast partner, John Krieger, my name is Neil Rule. Reminding you one final time, 1-1 here at Keyworth. Thanks for watching, everybody. Well, see you later.
DTE Energy customers can get their share of huge lifetime energy cost savings. How? By using our website. The Oslin's new programmable thermostat saved them a bundle. And their new efficient furnace earned them a hefty rebate. All over Michigan, people like the Oslins are saving. Why not you? There are always new ways to save at dteenergy.com/saveenergy. DTE Energy.
I am American Home Fitness.
I'm American Home Fitness.
I am American Home Fitness.
We are American Home Fitness.
Come to any American Home Fitness location for the hottest deals on the latest fitness equipment and accessories. American Home Fitness, Michigan's home for fitness and the official fitness equipment provider of the Detroit City Football Club.
Back inside Keyworth Stadium, Neil Rule, John Krieger to wrap things up here today as we take a look at the highlights from tonight's match and this 1-1 draw against Hartford Athletic. As Detroit City FC does manage to hold on to the point at home. But John, everything was looking City's way when we started this match in the 20th minute. Pato got the goal and everything was right.
Well, it started with a great dispossession. Then we met, leaves it outside for Bryant. He plays in Openo. Brilliant movement without the ball for Pato to get in a position to be there for the redirection back in to the mixing bowl. And Pato taps it home. And it's 1-0. And until about 35 minutes on the clock, everything came up City. Then the injury to Stephen Carroll, and things changed. Detroit City all of a sudden was seeing a Hartford team that was on the front foot. And after halftime in the 57th minute, 1, 2, 3, 4 chances to clear it. And then finally, Vassell wins a battle from his backside. And City will rue the many chances they had to clear that away and it's 1-1.
But City was not finished late in this match. They certainly asked some questions. Yannick Otel had to come through with the big save for the shot, John, that was labeled for that lower left corner.
Devin Amu-Mensah there, and then the one that will give Pato nightmares. Corner coming in, headed through, and actually that one went wide of the goal. A free header in there for City, and Pato ducking out of the way. And then Pato in the 89th minute has the chance to put this thing away. It gets headed toward him. It's a tap in, except it's over the bar, and it's 1-1.
That is how the match would end. Pato got one, could not get the brace, and that facial expression says it all as we take a look at the match stats. In Detroit City FC, 20 shots here tonight. 4 of those, however, on target. And John, when you look at it, all said and done, Hartford Athletic coming off that big win against Colorado Springs Switchbacks. The coaching change has made a change for Hartford Athletic and what's happened on the pitch.
They're playing very attractive football. They're playing with a little bit of house money. And you got Ray Reed, who just calls himself the caretaker till they find the right guy. Well, he's the right guy for the right moment. 4 points out of the last 2 matches. Hartford in a pretty good run of form.
It's on to Indy for Detroit City FC Saturday at 7 p.m. We'll have that call for you on TV 20. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage here from Keyworth for our entire crew. My name is Neil Rule, and for my broadcast partner John Krieger, reminding you one final time: Detroit City FC 1, Hartford Athletic 1. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great night. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.